Welcome, everyone, and thank you so very much for stopping by. I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe, press the notification button, and share a comment. I'm building back after the censorship. And so welcome to my world, and I hope something resonates with you today. Sandra Alexa here. I'm a spiritual and business muse, 5-time author, esoteric and evolutionary, which is a soul astrologer, born with a veil, and a numerologist. I also have a Facebook page, as a lot of individuals like to print the article off for the dates in that. Okay, and please check underneath. You can go to my website, mypersonalmuse.com, and all my services are offered. And there's special sections on spiritual tools, and there's all my YouTube videos, and so many blessings and much love. And so today, wowzer, March 2025 is a game changer for all of 25. We just finished experiencing the full moon lunar eclipse at 23 degrees of Virgo. There's a video on YouTube on it on March 14th. And next we have the potent new moon partial solar eclipse, 9 degrees of Aries on March 29th. There'll be a separate video. You always have to remember the eclipses last for at least 6 months, huge changes. Now, there are no coincidences. Something that is not planned or arranged. However, it seems like it is. Like it's like magic and divine intervention are in the air as I was going through what's happening. Now, some interesting coincidences come in specific areas of dates, planetary degrees of, and the specific planets involved. So, one day after the full moon lunar eclipse on March the 15th, we had a Mercury retrograde at 9 degrees of Aries, and that's until April 7th, 2025, when it goes direct at 26 degrees of Pisces. Now, that was huge for me. My computer program backed down, my astrology one, so I'm sure everybody has their own little story. Now, then, that was Mercury. Then Venus started the retrograde at 10 degrees of Aries on March 2nd, 2025, and it goes direct on April 13th at 24 degrees of Pisces. When planets are retrograde, we are in the process of reassessing, readdressing, reflecting, introspecting upon, and we prepare to move forward with the insights and download that we receive during the retrograde period. By the time these planets go direct, you will have some clarity that will be revealed concerning the specific areas, okay? So now, the sign Aries, because we're going to talk about both, because they're both in Aries, okay, is ruled by Mars, and it's about action, courage, ambition, leadership, and was our previous nodal axis. And if you notice, both signs go direct in the sign of Pisces, ruled by Neptune, which is about spirituality, creativity, imagination. And right now, the North nodal axis is what we're experiencing right now. So it's like there's a big web that's being weaved. Now, Venus rules Taurus and Libra, and it's really about love. More so, it's also about your own personal self-worth. It's about relationships. And the first relationship we have is with ourselves. And Mercury now rules Virgo. And Virgo's all about communication. It's a messenger, travel, etc. And right now, I'm having a major problem with the astrology program. So there's more clarity and truth is being exposed right now. Then on March 20th, we have the spring equinox and the new astrological year of 00 degrees of Aries again. Then we have Neptune move to 0 degrees of Aries on March 31st, 2025, until May 23rd of 2038. It will vacillate between Aries and Pisces for a few years, so check your ephemeris. There's a huge shift. As the last time, this is very important, Neptune was in Pisces, was 1847 to 1862. However, now Neptune has moved into Aries. And if we look back at the years, that was between 1861 to 1875. It was a period marked by significant historical events and cultural shifts. So that's what we're moving into. It was marked by the American Civil War, which began in 1861, symbolizing a fight for freedom and new beginnings. So the key themes of Aries, great news. Now, the gift of understanding the past. The USA just went through their Pluto return. Pluto was in Capricorn from 2008 until 2024. And from 2022 to 2024, Pluto, the planet Pluto, returned to the same position of the zodiac where it was on July 4th, 1776, the Declaration of Independence. Hence the fight for freedom. And now Pluto is in Aquarius until 2044. So we've gone through that. Now, on March 1st of 2025, Saturn was at 20 degrees of Pisces. And Saturn at that time allows us to display our feelings more with emotion. It's helping you to communicate deeply. Then it moves to 0 degrees of Aries on May 27th, 2025, then back to 29 degrees of Pisces on September 3rd, 2025. So Saturn vacillates between Aries and Pisces. And finally, on February the 15th, it stays in Aries until April 14th of 2028, when it moves to 0 degrees of Taurus. So what we're saying is, Saturn in Pisces, we're trying to display our feelings. Aries, we have personal boundaries and we want to communicate. So what we're going to be doing is being able to communicate more of our personal truth. Okay. Then we have monumental conscious shift as the Yuga age, as the ancient Indian 2700 year comes to the end. And the Kali Yuga in Hinduism is the age of darkness, vice and misery, age of quarrel and hypocrisy. The virtues are non-existent and people are dumb, no common sense. So it's the reestablishment of Dharma occurs to usher in the next cycle. That's the next cycle we're coming into, is the Krita Satya Yuga. Wow, Krita Satya, get ready to embrace, we're doing it. The age of truth and sincerity, called the Golden Age, wherein divine governs humans and the principles of Dharma, which were always considered supreme, and humans believed in good karma. The new world with the golden age of Aquarian enlightenment, which is a higher consciousness, from November 20th to 2024 until 2044. We've made it. We're still in the process. We had to wake up and we have evolved. We're evolving. We're shifting in consciousness. So things to consider: guard against rushing in and acting on something. Take time to check everything out and fully realize the consequences of your actions. Reflect upon what you want to share and be patient with your communications, especially about a passionate subject. Any new ideas you have about forward momentum and abundance can now be refined with the retrograde movement. So many blessings and much love, and I hope this assisted you. You can look at my website. You can see me on there. And I have a new book out, and I will be working on my last book was called Game Changer. It was about the future and evolution of relationships. So I'm going to be doing more. I'm actually going to get into podcasting. But anyway, I want to thank you so very much, and hopefully you got something out of it. Blessings and much love.